Welcome to Saving Sweet William. So the job this week is to turn what is left of our side walkway here. We've already paved that area in some of our previous videos, and we're going to try and transform this area a bit quicker than we can with paving by just using small stones. Now there used to be small stones down here, but when we arrived it was completely overgrown and there are barely any stones left now. So we're going to let that plane go by. It's what we're going to do. As I was saying, we are going to run to Liverist full store up the road, grab some landscape fabric to get down so that the weeds hopefully don't grow through too badly. And then we're going to go to our local stone supplier just up the road where we got the stones for our olive tree from and get some smaller gravel to just lay down and try to make this back area of the house start to look like it's pretty much finished. All right, I've just got back from Liverist full store. They cut you this stuff off in per square metre, so you can get the exact amount that you want. And 40 square metres just cost €24, which is pretty cheap because compared to the UK, I mean, that would be a hell of a lot more, I think. But yeah, this is landscape fabric. So all we're going to do now is roll this out over the areas that we're going to put stones on top of. And then what we're going to have to do is soak wherever the edges are, because we're going to need to put stakes in this to hold it down to the ground, but there's no way we're going to be able to whack the stakes in this hard ground, so we're going to roll it out, soak the areas that we're going to stake, and then whack it in, make it permanent. Next stage after that, we'll be going to get the stones. Let's get cracking. What I think I'm going to do is just go and grab the leaf blower that my mum and stepdad gave me just before we came over here. So we packed it just before this trip, and it's going to be really handy over here because it's so dusty. So I'm just going to blast off all of the debris that's fallen from the olive tree onto the blockwork there. Otherwise it's just going to end up on the stones. All right, we're going to start from this end. No, we're not. We're going to start from this end. It's a straighter. And here we have it. A huge bag of white stones. Look at that. Beautiful. So this is what was down on the whole of the driveway and all of the side walkway. And now, well, it's not white anymore, and there isn't much of it anymore. It's either got buried in the ground, thrown all over the road. Who knows? So here's the difference. Let's get cracking. So this is our old wheelbarrow. We got sent photos from the family who built this villa and in the 80s, and we believe that this is the same wheelbarrow that was in some of the photos. So it's got holes in it, it's rusty, but we're still using it. Not just to save money, because, you know, we could go and spend €50 on a new wheelbarrow if we wanted to, but I don't know. Is it silly? But we like to keep reusing things for as long as possible, particularly things that have such history and that we're now connected to. So anyway, yeah. Just thought I'd explain a little bit about why we're keeping a rusty old wheelbarrow alive. And I'll tell you what, when it does finally give up and the whole bottom drops out, we'll probably just use it as a decorative feature, to be honest, somehow, because yeah, we like that. Are you like that? Let us know in the comments. The best way of dealing with the cracks is just to lay a bit of cardboard in it. Done. Gonna do this in stages. Gonna do half an hour or so, stop for a while, half an hour, stop for a while. Because if you try and do too much, it's 11:30 now, August. If you try and do too much, you wear yourself out. It's counterproductive. Surprisingly cheap as well. This barrel, this bag was 35, 36 euros. And for the impact it's going to have, well worth it. So this is the rake I'm going to use, because this is the kind of thickness, maybe slightly less, that we're going to go for the depth. So we're just going to rake this out and see how far one wheelbarrow is going to take us. So like you can see, this is starting to take shape already. We've got all of the different textures now next to each other. The green grass, the hard paving, and the loose stones. Yeah, it's looking very cool. Guess we're covering about I don't know, half a square metre per wheelbarrow, maybe a little bit more. All right, it's the middle of the day, so it's hot here, but I'm quite eager to get this finished. We've only got a little bit of fabric to cover, and it's looking pretty good. So just want to get another few barrow loads on, and then jump in the pool, I think. Let's get it done. And if you're storing rakes, what way do you store them? Not that way. Store a rake that way, walk up to it, wallop. Duff. So you're storing a rake, you want to store it the pointy side, facing away from you. Unless you enjoy getting smacked in the teeth by rakes, and do it that way. I mean, nobody works over here in the middle of summer at this time of day. It's lovely and peaceful around here. I don't mind doing a bit of like light work.